What's up, everybody? It's Friday. I'm back. Got my coffee. And I'm doing another REN song. I'm doing The Hunger. This one's a few months old by now, but I haven't heard it, so we're going to cover it today. Before I get into it, I want to actually just say a couple things. So I did a video a few days ago that has gotten a fair amount of pushback, and I'm not particularly bothered by it. It was a band that I was very clear I don't like, but they're a popular band, and some of their fans have been, making comments about how I'm not qualified to do this sort of thing, right? And you know what? Okay, I hurt your feelings because it's a band that you like, and I wasn't very nice about them, and that's fair enough. I am welcome to have my opinion. This is my channel, and I will be honest and open about what I think about music, but you're welcome to not like that opinion. It's totally fine. I don't want to pontificate too much, right? I'll try to keep this short, but this is not, I'm under no illusion that this channel is anything particularly significant, right? I have around 5,000 subscribers, which is pretty nice, right? It's a good number, but a lot of those people are only here for one type of video or one artist, right? They saw me review an artist they liked, and then they subscribed, right? And then they don't watch my videos. I know how the algorithm works. I know getting a lot of views doesn't necessarily mean you have any kind of good engagement, right? I'm not bothered by that. I would like this to someday maybe be something that I can do as a primary maybe source of income, right? That would be very cool. But right now, I'm largely speaking into the ether. But I have gotten a couple comments from people saying that they have found new music because of my channel. And that's what matters to me, right? I love music, and I love different kinds of music, and I love niche, underground, obscure music. And I like being able to share that with people. And I also know, as somebody who has attempted to make music myself, I've reviewed some new artists who have not found their voice yet necessarily, or have not found any kind of broad audience yet. But it matters to them for somebody to listen to their music and talk about it, right? It's very important to know, hey, somebody was willing to listen to my song and think about it. And so I am happy that I have been able to do that, right? That's really what I want to accomplish here. I'm not worried about becoming a YouTuber. I'm not worried about, getting 100,000 subs or whatever. I want to review music that I like, and I want to review new music, and I want to expose people to stuff that they wouldn't otherwise have heard or seen. And that's something that I take pride in. So, all that to say, my channel is not very significant, but I am proud of some of what I've been able to do with it over the last almost a year now. Anyway, that aside, let's get into the music. So this is The Hunger by REN. I have not watched the CNN video. I don't know what he's talking about. I haven't watched his response. I don't know what the CNN story was. It seems to have been unflattering. So I'm going to probably take the side of the artist here, because I've done a few videos. I feel like I have an idea of what he's about as a person. And if he's frustrated with the way he's being portrayed by the media, I think he probably has a right to be. Okay, so I haven't watched this stuff. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I am going to say sort of blindly that I'm probably on the side of the artist here. A couple things, as always. I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional reviewer. I'm not an expert. So please don't expect me to be covering this like I am one. And don't be a dick. You may not like the way I do this. You may not like my style. You may not like the song. Those are all okay. But I would like to keep it polite, respectful in the comments. And with that out of the way, let's get into it. I do have my coffee. I don't know if I mentioned that. Let's get right into it. This is The Hunger by REN.
Poison in my veins lights a flame in my brain that maintains the pain that may change my frame of mind. Blind I design rhymes intertwined, double time, genuine Frankenstein. I made a monster. Conquer, music scene, golden ticket, Wonka, conjure. Lyrics in my belly, I got thunder. Younger, everybody wishes they were younger. The older I'm getting, the more I feel the hunger. Bout to like a welterweight, how to scout and need alpha delta, alpha beta delta. I help you into the fall, I shall come out to mind a few with these rhymes. I find you never felt a feeling like this, feeling me, believing I'm a demon, I'm a devil. Fuck the game complete at every level, I'm a vessel. For spirits a channeler, on my lyrics, I'm a rebel. I raise my fist at anti-capitalistic, pissed I revel. In society collapsing, fantastic, now pump the treble. Tick to the top with the tip of my tongue, and time into telepathy. Terrified them with the terrible telekinesis, tantrum, I torture the enemy. Flowing and flowing and growing and flowing, I swallow the flow like a Toblerone. I'm a feast on the flow, I'm a beast with the flow, then I'm switching it up and I'm taking it low. Kitty with the black heart in the car park by Primark, jamming Django, Reinhardt, living with a raw star, refine mad to a fine art, Vincent Van Gogh, I start making my mark like Frankie Sinatra. King call me Arthur. And my style is homegrown like growing Cali weed. Don't need no personal trainer, I got trainers on my feet. You know I got the soul in my bowl when I eat. You know I'm staying grounded when I grind up my beef. But if you got a problem, my brother, I might just put on some rubber gloves and just choke it till I rupture some blood that just bubbles up. And the bubbles just double up and you struggle. But luck is up, cause I'm subtle at covering up the trouble. Cover up the crime scene, 1990, that's my scene. My teen years were spent rolling the Thai green. Obscene fiend in a pair of baggy jeans, putting backy with the green. Roll a fatty, dopamine starts flowing. My cerebellum glowing, the pendulum is slowing. I'm swinging and I'm swaying, but I don't know where I'm going. Mind running, Jesse Owens, hallelujah, Leonard Cohen. All the seeds that I've been sowing, slowly growing like trees. I grow, then I preach, scrap that I teach over beats. To all those that seek, teach on these streets. Streets can be bleak, but bleak was the place where I rose to my feet.
I like that one. I like that one a lot. I would love, honestly, to see him. I may have said this before, but I would like to see him and Shadi Horo play together, collaborate. I don't know if there's any beef between like Brighton and Manchester, or the Welsh and Manchester, because I know he grew up in Brighton, but he is Welsh, right? But I think that would be cool. They both have good lyrical ability, the ability to go fast and slow. Like, understand, not everybody can do both. It's kind of like not everybody can sing and do screamed vocals, right? Like, it seems like screamed vocals would be easy to do because all you got to do is scream, right? But there is actually a technique and a skill, and not everybody can do both. A lot of people can do one, but not the other. A lot of people can rap fast, but don't necessarily know how to slow it down and make it sound good, right? And similarly, a lot of people can rap sort of a relaxed flow, right? A casual, laid back, right? Kind of what you think of when you think of West Coast hip hop, but not everybody can speed it up and make it sound good. You can't necessarily enunciate because you've got to enunciate. Otherwise, the words all sort of slur together and then you lose the punch. Ren has the capability to do both, and that's very cool. He's a very talented dude. And people always say talented like it means that, it's just natural. Some of it is natural, right? Some of it is just you have a higher ceiling than a lot of people have, right? You can reach higher heights than other people. But he's put in a lot of work. He's been doing this for years, right? He spent a lot of time writing. He spent a lot of time playing guitar. He spent a lot of time working on this stuff. This is not just something that you're like, man, I want to be a rapper, right? And then you're a rapper. It requires serious commitment and dedication and practice. LeBron James, right? He's an awfully good basketball player, and he's very talented. He has a lot of natural abilities that people don't have, right? I'm a good basketball player, but I'm not 6'8". I don't have a 40-inch vertical. But LeBron, had he not put in work, had he not taken the game seriously, he wouldn't be where he is, right? He would not necessarily even have made a college team, let alone the NBA, if he did not devote himself to the game and getting better and maximizing his talent, right? If you don't work on your talent, it's useless. So, full credit to REN for taking, look, he's been sick. He's spent a lot of time with really nothing to do, right? So full credit to him for turning that into something that he has been able to leverage, right? He's been able to use that time to work on his craft. Not everybody does that. A lot of people get bitter, and I think he is bitter, and it's okay to be bitter, right? But bitter and driven is much better than bitter and I'm just going to sleep. I'm just going to sleep all day. I'm just going to try to not think about it, right? He has used his time productively, and you can see it in his work. I really like this one. I really like the beat. It's a nice dark beat, right? And I really like that kind of beat. It does show off that he does. He's he's like a talented Machine Gun Kelly, a little bit. And I've done a couple Machine Gun Kelly videos, and I don't really like his pop punk movement. I don't love it. I think it feels cynical, whether it is or not. Right? And I mentioned this in my other videos. I think he does really love the kind of music that he's making, that pop punk stuff. And that's great. It just feels cynical. Even if it isn't, the way it feels, the way it sounds to my ears is it sounds like a cash grab, right? It sounds like somebody trying to rework their image to appeal to a different audience. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, right? It's legal, and it probably makes sense financially, but it doesn't feel as genuine, right? And from what I know of REN, he plays guitar and does like sort of rock stuff, right? And he does this sort of trap hip hop, right? Which is just hip hop. And then he also does stuff like Hi Ren, the Ballad of Screech and Jenny and Violet, right? Which are still, they're more spoken word than anything, right? It's rap. I mean, I would probably say it's closer to rap than anything else. But it is basically spoken word over guitar. And he's able to do all of those genres in a way that's convincing and feels genuine. Feels like I'm making this music because I feel it, right? Not because I think people want me to make it. Not because I think it will be marketable. Not because my management has told me that this would be good for my image. I'm making this kind of music because I love this kind of music and I just want to explore and, engage with different genres. And I think that is really cool. And I think you're going to see a lot more of that going forward from artists, right? I bring up 100 Gex, right? They're hyperpop, but their new album has sort of straight up kind of synthy pop. It has like nu metal. It has ska, right? It has sort of a trappy hip hop track, right? The Most Wanted Person. They're genre bending. Gene Dawson is the same way, right? His new album is all over the place. And I personally love that. I want to see artists not be pigeonholed because a lot of artists like music other than the kind of music that they're making. They're just not necessarily allowed to branch out, right? Because it's not good for their album sales or for their fan base or whatever. Make the music you want to make. Make the music that speaks to you, right? Maybe it won't be commercially successful, but it will be honest. And to me, I think honesty in art is really important. I think that'll do it for me today. This is a great track. I like REN. I'm glad that I ended up doing Hi Ren and then kind of got into him from there. It does seem like this is going to be a horrible pun, and I apologize for it because I don't even like puns. But it does seem like the Renaissance seems to be hitting, right? There seems to be a lot of traction right now, beyond just sort of the people who already were listening, right? He's getting mainstream attention. He's getting reviewed by reactors and reviewers who are far more successful than me, have much bigger reaches than I do. And that's great, right? As a fan, that's what I want to see. I want to see him being introduced to new audiences who can check him out and go, wow, this guy's really talented. So, yeah. Seems like a good moment for Ren. I hope that his health continues. Well, I hope that his health improves. I'm not sure how it's going right now. I hope that he's able to really enjoy this time. I hope he's able to take advantage of it and, have fun. Have fun with this moment. And hopefully he's able to prolong it and really enjoy, years of success. That would be, I think he's earned some of that. But we'll wrap it up there. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Stay safe out there. Drink lots of water. And do not talk to cops.